introduce you to the company, and also let me introduce you to myself as well. So you'd like to know, and as people are still joining, maybe 5 more minutes, I will introduce myself and then we'll jump to the learning part. So the agenda for the day, and have you already asked the questions? If you can just answer some of the questions, please. So that will be great for me. So if you keep as I introduce myself, there will be some questions on the screen, and if you can answer these questions, that will be great. And so we'll be talking about what is Lean Six Sigma, introduction to Lean Six Sigma, and then after that we'll see how Lean Six Sigma impacts us, what are the benefits of Lean Six Sigma, and after that we will move on to DMAC, define, measure, analyze. These are define, measure, analyze, implement, control. These are the 5 phases typically in any Lean and Six Sigma project, and we will be learning these stages, and we'll be doing a project. As we learn, we'll be doing the projects. And after that, we will also show you what is the roadmap to implement Lean and Six Sigma. And if there is some time, I will show you some examples. But anyway, at least as a yellow belt, you should know how DMAC project is executed, and I will help you. Here, I'll be doing the project in front of you so that you know what happens in a Lean and Six Sigma green belt or black belt project. So as a, if yes, please, if you can, you have already answered this question. I think this question is there. The polls are already completed. That's great. So yes. All the polls are completed, if my team can confirm. Because I can't see any things moving here. Okay. So once again, welcome to all the people who have just joined in. Welcome. This is Amitabh Saxena, and I'll introduce myself as well. And let me introduce you to the annexers to the company. Yes, and also let me welcome you as well formally after a while. About the organization, we have been around for last 20 years, and we have been serving the industry for the last 20 years. And personally, I've got 35 years of experience. And as an organization, we have trained more than 150,000 professionals in Lean and Six Sigma. And apart from that, around 150,000 people in project management and other quality-related training. So it makes totally 300,000 professionals. And we have been doing this since 2006. About myself, I'm a chemical engineer, MBA Finance, an amateur poet also, and hardworking. And I used to work very hard during my first 10 years of my professional life, and I used to work in shifts. I was in production, and I was with petrochemical companies, and then I became a green belt or a black belt, and after that, master black belt. After investing a lot of money during those days, it used to cost a lot of money, and travel to Paris for that. And I still remember those days and those projects which I did. And finally, I'm a Lean and Six Sigma master black belt data scientist. I started Lean and Six Sigma practice for Big Four consulting companies, and worked for EXA, Deutsche Bank, Riyadh Bank. Earlier, I used to work with petrochemical companies, then moved to banking, then IT industry. So 35 years of experience, almost. I have done now projects in hospitals, almost all domains, lots of domains. We have done I have done training programs and multiple projects, and also TV shows. YouTube can achieve all these things and much more. And you will be learning today, not only from me, but also what my students have taught me. So yeah, some photographs as we wait for more and more people. Yeah, every minute around 5 to 10 people are joining in. Okay, please don't worry. We have just started, so you're not missed out on anything. So here, yeah, some photographs around the world where I have done the training programs. I also take pride in telling that I conducted the first ever Lean and Six Sigma Black Belt training program in whole of Middle East. That was back in 2007, and it was covered in newspapers, etc. Primarily, I serve the European and Middle East markets, Indian market, and Australian market. I have got a permanent residence of Australia, but I hardly am seen in Australia. Most of the time, I'm in either Middle East, Saudi Arabia, UAE, India, or Europe.
I am Shekhar Suman, and I wish to congratulate all the Six Sigma certified black belt from
This
Anexas.
was
All the
from
best.
the
Thank you.
Z Business TV show, which happened around 10 years ago. There was a series of this thing programs, and 8 times spoken in World Quality Conferences. And yeah,
On 21st of May 2019,
every
I am
year
going to speak in American Society of Quality's World.
sometimes I represent the hospital case studies. I present the oil and gas case studies, Indian Railways, Saudi Railways, and American Railways clients. A lot of petrochemical companies are our clients, etc. And I keep writing columns in English and Hindi newspapers, and lots of newspapers in Middle East as well. Health Minister of Saudi Arabia, earlier Dr. Tarif Alama, and now Dr. Muhammad Abdul Ali. They are all they have been participants in my training programs, and apart from that, lots of uh, uh, clients I've got. Maybe somewhere in the middle, I will tell you the journey how Lean and Six Sigma can be started in your organization. But before that, let me make you a yellow belt. Towards the end, if you are willing to spend a little bit more time, let's say half an hour more, my team can tell me. Yes, I think you're keeping the poll for quite some time. If we can just move on, please. Go to the next poll, please. Yeah. So please let us finish the polls so that I can start my training program. My team, if you're listening to me. Yes, so these are some of the, okay, so this is giving me an idea of which department you are from. So quality, supply chain, finance. See, supply chain, lots of projects. Nakil is the biggest, biggest, logistics company of Saudi Arabia. And Odham Group is also, there's so many, so some of the best hospitals, the largest private hospital group in Middle East, and including Saudi Arabia and Qatar and UAE. They have been our clients. And if you can just move on, please, to the next question. I think you give around 30 seconds, and please move on to the next question, please. So please fill in your poll so that I can get an idea of which examples I should be using. Which industry you are from. So if you can just answer that question. I see a lot of people from manufacturing and healthcare. Okay, fine. So I'll have a balance: manufacturing, healthcare, and I see logistics also. Some of you are from logistics as well. Not many today. Okay. IT also not many today. Okay, so maybe I'll not talk more about IT. And we have constructions also, construction, and then we have others. Others is quite substantial. So what I will do is I will do a project in a process which is applicable to all industries. So Lean and Six Sigma is about doing a project, as let me tell you right in the beginning. So if you ask me what is Lean and Six Sigma, then okay, so let me let me move on faster. And yes, yes, so I think after this welcome video, we will stop the poll, and please finish the polls before that so that I can start the training program. So I see manufacturing is there, yes, quite a few, and hospital, healthcare. Okay.
Hi, welcome to Anexas. Anexas has been consulting and training the professionals in the organizations around the world since 2006, and we have trained more than 150,000 people and consulted for more than 500 organizations, which includes Fortune 100 organizations too. I'm Amitabh Saxena, and I have designed this program based on my 30 years of experience while working in various industries across many domains. The whole Anexas team once again joins me in welcoming you.
So this program is brought to you by a team of around 50 professionals spread around the world in different locations, plus 150 more people who are our partners who are conducting training programs on behalf of us, plus also projects. Okay, so I think let us jump into, and let me first tell you, okay, let me ask you a question. Can you please tell me what is common here? If you can tell me what is common, what is a common thread running through all these points? If you can tell me, a manufacturing company improves production by 30%, a hospital reduces discharge time of patients from 3 hours to 15 minutes, 64% reduction in recruitment time in a multinational company, hotel improves customer experience and increases bookings to almost 2 times, a bank reduces errors and cycle times by 80% with enhanced customer satisfaction index, and insurance claims time reduced by 70%. So what are the things you see here? As so Suresh is telling time management, okay, Muhammad is telling efficiencies increased and improvements. Most of you are right. Absolutely, everyone is right. And here, turnaround time. So thank you everyone who's participating: Leo, Suresh, Muhammad, Nikhila, Abdul Bahab, Anusha, Palakonda, Amani, Leonie, Leo, Dinesh Babu, and Mohammed. The special welcome to all of you, Shailajit. Thank you for that, because it appears that I'm sitting in front of the live audience. That also really helps me. I can't take everyone's name. Sorry for that. But yeah, I can see all your comments here, so keep them coming in. As I go deep into the learning or training mode, and you in the learning mode, I may not be able to see all the comments which you are, but I keep a track of it, and my team keeps a track of it, and they'll remind me in case I need to answer some question, and keep asking questions and keep interacting. That is something very important. And these are some of the clients, many clients. Personally, I have implemented in almost all domains, in all industries, and Lean and Six Sigma is applicable to all industries. And soon you will see why, because we'll make you a master. Today, I can't say I'll make you a master, but I'll make you a master in at least speaking about Lean and Six Sigma. You may not be able to utilize the tools and techniques, but at least you will know which tools and techniques are used in Lean and Six Sigma. So Lean and Six Sigma can reduce the cost, reduce the defects, reduce the waste, reduce the rework, reduce the cycle time, and it can increase your quality, production efficiency, productivity, customer satisfaction, capacity, profitability. And which CEO would not love a person who can achieve all these things? So Lean and Six Sigma in general is about improving and getting profits for the company, getting some money for the company. It's all about that. How are you able to achieve that? You use projects approach. What is the definition of a project? Can you tell me? What is the definition of a project? Okay. What is the definition? Sultan is asking that, can you stop me, still show us your videos and still thanks. Oh, Sultan, I'm there. Come on. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Yes. So, yes. So Sultan, please tell me, what is the definition of a project? All of you can answer. Please answer in the chat box. It is temporary. Yeah. Naziha is telling it's temporary. Anita is telling temporary endeavor with start and end date. So what is the difference between a process and a project? Process is something which is repetitive in nature. It keeps on happening again and again, like production is a process. Yeah. And what is yeah, so some people are telling if you can stop. Oh, yeah. So if I'm really speaking in a way that it appears like it's a recorded video, it's a good news for me. Yeah. So no, it's not a recorded video. I'm very much there. Yeah. So Leon is telling a sequence of tasks. Okay. Yeah. So here, yeah. Yeah, as what I was telling. So here, Lean and Six Sigma is a project approach. Project has got a starting point. It has an end point. It no longer exists after some time. It is one-time endeavor. It happens, you can say, only once in the history of the world. It doesn't repeat again and again. So what is Lean and Six Sigma? You improve a process. Process is repetitive. Yeah, like going to office is a process. You keep going to office every day. You keep producing. Manufacturing is a process. Sales is a process. Treating a patient in a hospital is a process, because you keep doing it again and again. So treating a patient in a hospital is a process, but reducing the waiting time from 30 minutes to 15 minutes for the same patient, that is a project, because typically you will do this project in the next 3 to 4 months. Or improving the production from 50 tons per day to 60 tons per day is a project. Producing an item is a process, but improving the production from 50 tons per day to 60 tons per day is a project. I hope you understood what is the difference between a project and a process. So what Lean and Six Sigma is, it is project methodology, project methodology applied to improve your processes. Whatever you want to improve, whatever you want to improve in your organizations, you can improve using projects. So tell me what you want to improve, and we will convert into a project, and it will lead to all these benefits. Yeah. Okay. So fine. Let us move ahead. What is Lean and Six Sigma? So some people must have understood. Those who have just joined, don't worry. I'm just repeating for you. Lean and Six Sigma is a project approach towards process improvement. Lean and Six Sigma is project approach towards process improvement. Please remember this. There are many meanings of Lean Six Sigma. It can be defined in multiple ways, but it is a simple definition of Lean and Six Sigma. So let us understand what is Lean and what is Six Sigma. Okay. And nowadays, everyone talks about Lean and Six Sigma in combination. When I conduct the Lean and Six Sigma Green Belt training also, it is about both Lean as well as Six Sigma. It is about both together. Yeah. Because it doesn't matter, some people say, oh, Lean is better. Some people say Six Sigma is better. See, whatever improves the process is good. Why to differentiate? And why shouldn't we apply both? Let us apply both Lean and Six Sigma and get the benefits out of both. So first, let us understand what is Lean and what is Six Sigma in very simple words. First, the simple words. First 1 hour will be very, very simple. The next 1 hour will be a little bit, we'll upgrade ourselves a little bit, and we'll talk about a little bit of statistics. And if you are able to grasp that, then I can further raise the level, and I will also show the demonstrations. You may not be able to learn all these things, but at least you can see the demonstrations, what a Lean and Six Sigma Green Belt or a Black Belt does. So we will do a project together. And as we do the projects together, we learn some philosophies, we learn some tools and techniques, and you will see the demonstrations of these tools and techniques. And then towards the end, if you are able to stay a little longer, I will also tell you how an organization can implement Lean and Six Sigma in the whole organization, because I've done this Lean and Six Sigma implementation in more than 10 organizations in the last 35 years. I've completed and almost, it could be theme parks, it could be oil and gas, best of the best oil and gas companies, Aramco, ADNOC in UAE, the biggest oil companies in the world, or be it, as I was mentioning, the biggest of the biggest hospitals, you name it, in almost all the Middle East countries and in India as well. You can name it, and I'll tell you whether they have been our clients. We generally don't talk too much about our clients, but You know, when I conduct the training program, you'll understand. You know, I'm not joking. It's almost covered all the big names in Middle East, Australia, UAE. UAE is also in Middle East, and Europe, especially Denmark, and a couple of companies in US and India. So great, great, great. Now lean. What is lean? Lean is about mapping the process and removing the waste. Mapping the process and removing the waste. Okay. Lean is about, okay, I think how many of you are totally new to this whole concept of Lean and Six Sigma? Totally new. If you can tell me, because let me not assume that, you are, if you're already got a little bit of idea, then I can skip the first initial. Totally new, Jo is telling, oh, Dalia is telling totally no. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, everyone is new. So let me start from ground zero. Okay. Okay. Before I go to Lean and Six Sigma definition, let's start from ground zero. I'll assume that you don't know anything about quality. You don't know anything about the organizations also. Okay. Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Naresh, Prakash, Wahab. Okay. No problems. So, okay. Now think of your organization. You can think of your department also. You can think of your organization also, or you can think of yourself also. Okay. So let's let the third part just keep it aside for the time being. Think of your organization. It's easier for you to do that. Your organization has got multiple steps in between. Okay. So suppose, let's say if you are, so I'll keep giving because I see manufacturing and healthcare, they are the two biggest, groups present here today. Banking, IT, I don't see too many, but don't worry, after I'll take your examples as well. But the best part is every tool is applicable to all industries, and towards the somewhere midway in the program, you will easily understand that the domain don't matter. The domains means the industry, the manufacturing, services, etc. It doesn't matter at all. These tools and techniques are neutral to all domains, applicable to all domains. So now let's look at this. Every organizations, let's say if you are taking an example of manufacturing, and the same thing I will apply to healthcare also. Inputs, you have inputs like raw materials. First, let us look at manufacturing. Inputs, you have got, say, either it could be machine A, machine B, machine C, department A, department B, department C. So you have the inputs, the raw materials, they go through a series of steps. And finally, you produce an output. Okay. Output could be either a product or a service. Okay. Output could be either a product or a service. There is no third type of output in any industry. Think of your industry. Either you are producing a product or you are producing a service. If you're a manufacturing company, you are producing a product. Let's say you are producing, let's say you are making chocolates. Yeah, let's take an example. You're producing chocolates. And if you are, let's say, hospital, you are providing service. You are treating a patient, right? You are treating a patient. Okay, so we have got the practitioner. I'm going to have you, our dear and safe doctor, presented this wonderful discussing. Okay, thank you. We are the internal trainer specialist, consultant Hossam Mustafa. Okay, fine. And okay, fine. Okay, thank you, Mr. Hossam Mustafa. Thanks a lot. Okay. Yeah. So here we have inputs A, B, C, D, and then output, then products and service. And if you are talking about the hospital means, inputs is the patient, the history of the patient, the information about the patient. Then he undergoes a series of steps, triage, etc., checking the blood pressure. I'll use the simple words like checking blood pressure, weight, etc. Then examining like blood test, X-ray, etc. And then you meet the doctor. And then finally, the treatment is provided to you. Okay. In either case, the output is received by the customer. Okay. In either case, the output is received by the customer. Okay. And obviously, you must have guessed, suppliers, they provide the inputs. Now, I'm starting from ground zero. Okay. Assuming that you don't know anything. And you have got one special department in between. Planning department, you can call strategy department, or sorry, I'm writing very quickly, so my handwriting may not be so good. Otherwise, I'm capable of writing beautifully as well. But because of shortage of time, see, I want to give you as much as possible. Otherwise, I can also teach like this. There is a planning department. The customers, they provide feedback, and also the customers, from the customers you receive the demand also. So you're receiving the demand and you're receiving the feedback from the customers about your outputs. And the planning and strategy team, it informs the suppliers to provide the inputs. Now tell me that the speed is okay or the previous speed was okay. Just let me know. I want to have a speed check so that I can accordingly adjust. If you allow me high speed, then what will happen? You will learn more in 2.5 hours. Tell me, my team can tell me what is the duration of this training. No, it is good means earlier I went slow right now. So slow speed is okay or fast speed? This is fast speed. What I'm talking about is fast speed. Yeah. And earlier in between, I went to slow. So slow or fast, slow or fast. Tell me, fast, fast, fast. Oh, everyone is telling fast speed is good. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. Oh, no, it matters to you because if I'm fast, you will learn more. Yeah, but it will be fast. And please understand, these are recorded. I will be recording. Now, this is not recording, but I will be recording this video. And this recording will be present in our YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe to Anexas channel. Apart from this, I have put lots of videos, totally free, of course, lots of videos about quality, Lean and Six Sigma. If you want in Hindi is also available. I write poetry in Hindi and मेरी हिंदी काफी अच्छी है, तो यदि अगर आपको इसी प्रोग्राम को हिंदी में देखना है तो देख सकते हैं. Arabic also we have got. If you want to learn in Arabic, these programs using AI have been translated to Arabic. Maybe in somewhere in between for 30 seconds, I'll show you that glimpses of that. Okay, coming back. So I have got this planning and strategy department telling suppliers to provide the inputs. And they also tell, based on the feedback of the customers, the planning and strategy team tells to change the parameters, change the SOP of the processes. They tell Department A, Department B, Department C, they give some information, sometimes the change in SOPs or change in parameters. If you are in manufacturing department, then you get like parameters, change the settings of the machine, change the pressure of the machine, something like that. Or if you are in hospital, then it will be like changing the clinical pathways, or it will or some simple procedures, some simple format, some simple form of capturing the patient information. If you are in bank, a change of policy could be there. So this is how our system operates, and this is known as systems thinking. When you are a quality professional, not a quality professional, any business professional, or all of your professionals, as a professional, you should think in terms of systems. You should think in terms of systems, not silos. What is silo? Silo means I belong to Department B. I don't care what is happening in A and C. I don't worry about what's happening. I am from Department B. You told me to do 30 jobs. I completed my 30 jobs within time and I'm happy. That is silo thinking. But what is systems thinking? System thinking means I am an element of the whole system. This is the systems. We also call it systems map, but more popular name for this, anyone can tell me? Some of you must be knowing. Anyone can tell me what is a more popular name of this diagram which I have just made? I will not wait for your answer. I'll write it. Value stream mapping. Please remember, value stream mapping. You have learned two important tools, systems map or value stream mapping. Another tool which you have learned is, this is supplier, S, I input, P for process. This is process. ABCD is a process. What is a process? Anything which keeps repeating again and again. It's known as a process. So ABCD, you keep doing again and again and again and again. You keep manufacturing your chocolates again and again and again and again. You keep treating your patients again and again and again and again. That's a process. Process produces an output. What is an output in a hospital? Treated patient. What is an output in a chocolate manufacturing company? Chocolate box. You know, that 100 grams of chocolate box. That is your output. I hope you are with me. Okay. And customers will receive. Now, how any organization operates. You will ask the customer, Mr. Customer, my dear customer, tell me your opinion about my output. The customer will tell you, hey, you are good or you are bad. I hate you. I love you. They will tell you all these things. You have to capture their voices. Yeah. Let's say, if I'm producing chocolates, they will say chocolate is not tasty. Or you are giving me less chocolates. You told me 100 grams, but you are giving me 95 grams. So it's some variation. Your patient, if you're treating a patient, say, I don't like the behavior of a staff. Okay. Or I had to wait for a long time. So whatever the customer is taking, too long, I have to wait. You have to identify a measure. We call it a CTQ, critical to quality. Critical to quality. Okay, you can write, or I can write critical to quality. Quality measures. These are the measures. Okay. These are the measures. Sorry, I'm not able to write very clearly. I'll just change it a little bit. Sorry for that. I'll change this a little bit. And if you can inform all my people that I'm conducting a, yeah, so here, measure. And I hope all of you are understanding. You are going to be the yellow belts in the next 1.5 hours. So that is I hope you are understanding. Please, if you are not understanding, please ask me questions. Okay. Yeah. So value stream map, this is okay. Thank you. Fatima is telling the map made it easier to understand. Yes. Now we are explaining the whole organization, how it runs, and then how the Lean and Six Sigma green belt and black belt fits in. Okay. So it takes too long. Okay. So waiting time is the measure. Waiting time is the measure. Chocolate weight, it's less. So chocolate weight of the chocolate. I'm just writing. I'm mixing up the things. Obviously, you will not do that. Customers will be, of course, you have to go to the customers. So we called it voice of customer. You're capturing the voice of customer and you are identifying the measures. And please remember, 3 measures are always there. 3 measures are always there for any product or a service. For any product. Okay, I'll just write this here because value stream mapping, VSM, very popularly also known as VSM. After this program, at least you can throw some jargons at your friends. Hey, let me do VSM. You can say like that. Hey, come on, let us start with the VSM. To solve the problem, let us start with VSM. The people will wonder what are you talking about. We will learn lots of jargons, don't worry. Okay, so here we have done the VSM to understand why we are doing the VSM, because the problems are in the processes, not in the people. Problems are not in the people, problems are in the processes. So that is why we are doing a process. Now, this is not a simple process map. This is a values. This is a systems map, which contains a lot of process. I just drew one process. There could be 2, 3, 4. There could be multiple processes. Like here, I just drew one process. There could be another process, etc. And there could be multiple outputs. And that's how your organization is working. But now we'll keep it simple. So right now we have a process. And I was telling, for all the outputs in the world, the 3 measures, the 3 CTQs or the measures which are common for all products or services is, one is the time, cycle time taken to complete a job, anything related to time. Everyone wants fast service. Then another one is cost. Everyone is interested about the cost. And the third one is errors or defects. So that combines, we generally call it as quality, but it combines almost lots of characteristics into it. So these three are always there. Okay. So if some examples would be patient waiting time should be less than 30 minutes. When we specify like that, so if I put, let's say, so this was the measure, up to here you are with me, okay, up to here you are with me. Then if you put one specification limit, specification, if you are not understanding my accent, specification limit, yeah, this is specification limit. So we have the specification limit, CTQ, the measure is there, and we have a specification limit. If the measure is accompanied by a specification limit, like for example, waiting time should be less than 15 minutes. Okay, if the waiting time is less than 15 minutes, if you combine the two together, we call it as KPI. Very common, you must have heard your boss is always talking about KPI. So KPI is nothing but a measure with a specification limit. Yeah, a measure with a specification limit. Now, there are three. In fact, there are three rules you have to remember. Okay, what are the three rules? Let me tell you about that. The three rules are, and I can also show you some, let me check in case I can show some projects. See, all of us, those I see a lot of people have just joined it. It doesn't matter. You have recordings. You can always watch the recordings, but we'll continue. We'll continue now. And yes, one important thing. I'll just open. Just give me 1 minute. I'm just trying to see. I'll open my. See, all of us will be doing a project. Okay, all of us will be doing a project. I'll show you one project, and we'll do a project together. So the whole idea is to learn while doing a project. See, if I just tell you about, just now I told you SIPOC, 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 you must have forgotten. But when we do a SIPOC, when you see a SIPOC, you will not be able to do it in this class, but when you come to my green belt training session, we do it together. We make you do together. We make you do a project. We make you work. And if still you don't want to work, you at least watch us working. And that may motivate you. Today, you have to just watch me working, means doing a project. But when you're joining my green belt program, in your domain, we'll give you a project and we'll do a project together. So while we learn, we apply these tools and techniques so that you learn better. That's how we are going to do it today. But before we start doing the DMAC project, I'm going to talk about some basic philosophical things. Just now I spoke about systemic thinking, systems thinking. Think about the system. Think in terms of the systems. Don't think in terms of silos. Another thing which is very, very interesting here is the three rules. I will tell you the three rules any Lean and Six Sigma professional follows and has to follow. And what are the three rules? I'm trying to get into my green belt training material so that I can pull out that the picture of that great quality guru called Deming, so that at least you can see his picture as well. He has given us three rules, because at least you'll see that it's not me who's telling like that, but because he has said, so at least you will trust him more. So yes, so I've got it. I'm pulling out my green belt training material, and just give me 1 minute. Yes, here. Okay, great. So he gave us, there are a lot of things he gave us, but three things are. 85% of the problems are due to the processes, not due to the people. 85% of the problems are due to the processes, not due to the people. Let us understand that. What do we mean by that? It means, let's imagine this is a company. And there are 1,000 people working in this company. They enter the company at 9 a.m. and go out at 5 p.m. I'm making it simple, right? 9 a.m., 5 p.m. And You ask anyone, any person in this company, what is your, how many the errors you would like to make today, or how many customer complaints you would like to receive today. None of them is going to tell you that, my aim is, collectively today we aim to produce 50 customer complaints. No one is going to tell you that. Not a single person is going to tell you that. But what happens by the end of the 5 p.m., as you look at the report, you have generated 50 customer complaints. 50 customer complaints are there. Okay. Then it's not always 50. Sometimes next day it could be 55, 145, something like this. So if you, every day's customer complaints you monitor, you can say that, we are producing between 35 to 65 complaints. Every day, last 1 year, same every day. They're never below 35, never above 65. Look at your company. It also has got this chart. We call these as control limit. We call it LCL and UCL. These LCL and UCL are not the specifications limit. Please understand, specification limit is given by the customer. I just told you here, specification limit is also known as SL. SL, specification limit. Please remember SL. You can have upper specification limit, lower specification limit. Like weight of the chocolate should be between 100 grams plus minus 5 grams. Okay. Weight of the chocolate should be between 100 grams and plus minus 5 grams. What is a lower LSL? 95 grams. What is USL? 105 grams. Now you tell me, in this case, waiting time of our patient should be less than 15 minutes. There is only USL. Is there any LSL? Can you please tell me? Write in the chat box. Is there any specification? Yeah, let me know if you are understanding or not. At least people are still there or vanished. Sometimes people just put it on and then start doing some other work, important work. Yeah. Please don't do that. You're going to lose out on important learnings. Yes, so here, so there is upper specification limit only. There is no lower specification limit. So one-sided limit is also possible. This is the USL. But weight, chocolate weight, you have a lower specification limit, means you should not go below that and you should not go above the particular. So that is specification limit. I hope you understand. LSL. Now, what is this? What was this? This is not specification limit. No one told you your customer complaint should be up to 65. Is your management telling you that? No. These are limits determined by your process. Somehow your process decides it. The way you run your process, the way you run your organization, the way you handle your clients, your process is going to produce day in and day out 35 to 65 customer complaints every day. Please understand that. Does it mean that all these collective 1,000 people who are entering into your company, they have a collective target of producing 50 customer complaints on an average? No. But who is producing these customer complaints? The skill levels, the way you train your people, the way you run your equipment, the kind of facilities you have, the kind of SOPs, the outdated SOPs you're following, or you're not following, maybe. SOPs are good, but you're not following. Your behavior is determining, not the people, not a single person has got a target that today I will produce 35 to 65 errors per day, defects per day, complaints per day. No. Or let's say if it's weight of the chocolate, you are always going below the mark or above the mark, like you're giving more chocolates always, and your owner is shouting at you. You're instead of 100 grams, you're giving 110 grams. And just to be on the safer side, your owner is shouting, you're losing my 10 grams per chocolate. I'm losing lots of money. Yeah. These are known as control limits. Please remember control limit. If time permits, I will tell you how to calculate the control limits also. But try to understand the essence. If you try to understand the essence, that's good enough. So what we learned, problems are not in the process. Sorry. Problems are not in the people. Problems are in the processes. Remember that. That is why we are talking about process excellence. We are not talking about people excellence. Everyone is good. The way you have been trained, equipped, you are attending this training program, we assume you are good. You have all good intentions. You don't have any intentions to bad intentions. You don't have any intentions to harm me. Yeah, you are coming for with good intentions. You are going to the company with good intentions. Then who is producing these issues? Processes. And the processes have got inputs and process steps. We call them as X factors. So one more thing, when whatever our measures are, we call them as Y. What we call them as Y. Okay, the letter Y, not Y. Not that Simon Sinek said, find your why, find your why. No, why of your, no, not why of your life. Why means, why, the letter Y. Output, measure, output measure. Your cost, your time, your weight, your defects, errors, customer complaints, customer dissatisfaction. These are all your whys, your output measure. Measures on your output. Measures on your output. And the measures on your the inputs and processes, we call them as X factors. X factors. So what we say, Y is dependent on X. Y is the result, X is the cause. Y is the result, X is the cause. Y will automatically be delivered by the X factors. Don't worry about the result. If you're worrying about the result, you are wasting your time. Oh, my customer complaints are high. You're wasting your time. Oh, my weight variation is high in my chocolate. You're wasting your time. Nothing can be done. It is all over. You're looking at a report, last month's report. It's all over. Everything is over. Okay, you can't do anything about it. Results. If you worry about the result, oh, I'm getting too many customer complaints, it will create more cortisol or stress hormones in your body. It's not going to help you. But you should. What is in your hand? The X factors. You can do something about the inputs. You can do something about the processes. You can change the parameters. You can change the SOPs. You can train the people. These are your X factors. Your focus is on the X factors. And you have to find, the green belts and black belts, they find out the X factors. Okay? And that's the whole journey in DMAG that we take. So I hope you understood. One more thing I can tell you. Let me give one more example here. Let us say, let's say you're producing, let's say you're producing car. Okay, let's producing car, simple example. And let's say that you are receiving 48 customers every day. 48 customers every day. Or let's say, let me keep it a little simple. So say it's 48 customers. 48 customers every day. You are, demand of your car is 48 cars. It's a small car company. I'm keeping the numbers smaller so that you understand. Every hour you are getting 6 customers. So every 10 minutes you are getting a customer on an average. So how much time? Let's say you work for 8 hours. Okay, let's keep simple there. 8 hours you work into 60. How many minutes? 480 minutes. 480 minutes you work and your demand is 48 hours, or 48 customers, sorry, 48 customers. So every 10 minutes you are getting your customers. Okay. That means every 10 minutes, your company should deliver a car to the showroom. Are you getting it? Every 10 minutes, one car should be produced. Generally, we also call it, don't worry about too much. I'm not, those who are interested, they can know these tools, but forget about these jargons. We call it as takt time. Whatever I just calculated is known as takt time. Takt time is how, your one unit should be produced in how many minutes. Takt time is not cycle time. Please remember, takt time is not cycle time. Cycle time means how much time you took to produce the car. It could be 10 days also. It could be 20 hours also. It could be anything. It has nothing to do with the takt time. Takt time is, you can say, your demand. So not demand. You can say like, in how many minutes you should be producing your service. Like there are 48, you can change hospital also. There are 48 customers arriving, or patients arriving in your hospital, and you're working for 8 hours. So every 10 minutes, one patient gets treated. Yeah, in a bank, if you're in a bank, the same thing. 48 customers are coming to you, and you are working for 8 hours. So for 10 minutes, you're at tax time. Tax times. Now, if A is completed in 10 minutes, just imagine A completes the department A completes a job in 10 minutes. This completes a job in 10 minutes. C also completes a job in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And everyone is completing the job in 10 minutes. Please try to understand. I'm keeping the thing simple. Try to understand the logic. Then you will understand. Don't worry about, oh, this company, how can you produce? Don't worry. Please learn the basic things first. It's a yellow belt training program. Okay. So please remember that. Now 10 minutes, 10 minutes. So every 10 minutes, a customer arrives. He gets processed. A step is completed. B step is completed. C step is completed. Okay. Let me show you, actually, it will be easier for me. By the way, these videos are available, in my YouTube channel. So you can, I'll just take a help of because it will be easier for me, because drawing the pictures and drawing all these things takes a little time. So I'll just show you something from my material, so that it will be easier for you to understand, and faster also, because we have to learn many, many things as we proceed. So yes. And by the way, these videos are available in English as well as different languages also. They're available in various, yeah, so let's see. I'm just sharing my screen here, and yes, I hope you are able to see my, okay. Yeah. So let me explain this part to you. Now I'm explaining the lean part right now to you. Okay. So this was I just took an example here. Okay. So let's say these are 4 steps, some different steps. Don't worry about what are these steps. Every step is taking 10 minutes. So imagine what will happen. Every 10 minutes, a customer, like a car is arriving and it gets processed. And every 10 minutes, a car will be produced. I hope you are able to imagine. Total time taken to produce the car is 20, like 10, 20 minutes, but every 10 minutes you are getting the car. I hope you are able to visualize this, right? You are able to visualize.
Now let us look at this workstation of fixing the wheels. Let us say it takes 20 minutes.
Everything is taking 10 minutes. What is the best part? We say line is balanced. Line is balanced. There is no waiting time. There is no waiting time. Yeah, usually you must have seen one department manager, let's say it's department C manager. He attends some AI conference or some automation conference he attends. And after that, he says, well, world has changed. Let me automate my process. And he automates his process. This 10 minutes become 2 minutes. What happens? What happens? Now car comes here, first enters into the A, 10 minutes, B, 10 minutes. And in C, what happens? Finishes in 2 minutes and goes to, now this D is still processing the earlier unit. It takes 10 minutes, right? After some time, 2 minutes, one more car will arrive. After some time, there will be a line, there's a queue, there's a work in process inventory. We call it as waste. This is a waste. There's a waiting time. Let's say if the car was waiting, car is waiting, feel very unhappy. I'm waiting for D to process. And we will keep blaming the department D. On your table, always this much of work is there. On your workstation, so much of work is there. We are blaming the department D. We may also replace that department D person with someone else. But again, the same story. The problems are not in the person. Problem is in the design of the process. And the person, the department manager C, who went to this AI conference and spent $2 million to automate his process, he wasted the company's money because it did not impact his company positively. I hope you understood why I'm saying that. Even if you automate department C, the process C, make it 2 minutes, but it is not going to impact the customer. The customer is not going to get the car faster. That means we say this is known as intellect waste of intelligence. Waste of money, including waste of intelligence. There are a lot of waste in the system. Waiting time is a waste. Work in process inventory is a waste. If you get a lot of raw material here, in order to, just in case, and I will need it, buffer, a lot of buffer you are keeping. No, just in time, you should order just in time. You should just order every 10 minutes, your raw material should arrive. Your supplier should also follow the same thing. Your supplier should also follow the same thing. The whole supply chain should follow the same thing. And this is what is known as lean implementation. Lean. In short, identify the waste in the system. There are 8 kinds of waste in the system. And Lean and Six Sigma, we train you how to do these calculations very easily. There's nothing great in it, because you are learning, at a fast pace right now. It's more like a generic overview. I'm trying to give you an overview. And when you identify the waste in the system, then you can say that, yes, you are removing the waste and you are implementing lean. Lean is about reducing the waste, overproduction, producing more than required, waiting time, transportation, overprocessing, inventory, rework, anything. If you are doing again, you're committing a mistake, then you are correcting it. You wasted your time, time, resources, money of the company while producing a defective product. It's a rework and rejection. It's a waste. And underutilized resources also is a waste. Okay, so so how many of you are aware of lean? If most of you are aware of lean, then please give an example of hospital. Muhammad is telling, okay, don't worry, I will give, don't worry, lean example of hospital. I will come, just give me 2 minutes. Yeah, I'll give a hospital example, not to worry. Let's say, see, I'm giving lots of hospitals have done the training. So and projects also. See, Lean Six Sigma is not about only training. It's about doing projects also. So let's say this is a blood test processing time. Now, any step which the customer is not willing to pay for, any step which is not bringing you closer to the completion, and any step which is not done right the first time, it is known as waste. Walking to OPD department is a waste. Register in OPD, waste. I'm not willing to pay for that. Wait for phlebotomist, waste. No, these are all waste. Only value added. We call it value added. Identify the non-value added and value added. Non-value added is a waste, and value added is a value added step. You see, you are trying to produce value. This value is created. You remember that value stream mapping? I'll come back to this. You remember this value stream mapping? Those who joined early, they know that. This is known as value stream map. Why it is known as value stream map? It tells you how the value is created in the organization. It tells you how the value flows. Value flows to the suppliers give you the inputs. It gets enhanced. The value gets enhanced as it goes through the processes, then output, and the customer receives the product from which the customer derives a value. Yeah. See, customer is not interested in your product or service. Customer is interested in your value, which he or she derives from your product or service. And this is how the value flows through a system. This is known as stream. Stream means a river, like, stream, value stream map. That is why it is known as value stream map. This is how your value flows into your process. That is why it's called as value stream map. We tell you the reason also so that you remember that value stream map. Now, coming back to our process. In this whole process, only 2 steps are value added. Remaining are not adding any value. See, what is the value a customer or a patient wants here in the hospital? I want to know about my health status so that I can get the right treatment. From a blood test, what is the value I want? I want to know the health status. Now you tell me, walk to the OPD, register in the OPD. These are all, for me, it's non-value added. Many hospitals, we have removed these steps. Many hospitals, we have removed the steps. Okay. Anyway, I'll not be able to share all these examples, but in my green belt, I give lots of examples. We gave you a lot of projects also from various industries from where we have implemented Lean and Six Sigma, and you can learn a lot from them. Very quickly, see, waste of intelligence. Let me see, these are the different, let me tell you, to remember, if you want to remember your, if you want to remember your waste, the 8 wastes, you can remember is I swim too. I swim too, like I-S-T-O-O, I swim too. Or you can also remember it using another acronym, Tim Woods. So I swim too means I swim in the river of waste. I swim too in the river. You are humble enough to admit that I'm swimming too in the river of waste in my organization. My hospital is full of waste. I'm swimming in the river of the waste. You have to be humble enough. Then only you'll remove the waste, right? Tim Woods. Again, if you rearrange these, these wastes, it will give you TIM, transportation, inventory, motion, waiting, over processing, etc., etc. Or another acronym is also there, town time. Whatever you like, you can use that to remember waste. So let me give some examples of waste very quickly, because you asked for the hospital. I'm just jumping, then I'll come back. So here, let's look at this hospital. Waste, nurse calls from inpatients. Their housekeeping, the 80% of the nurse calls are housekeeping in nature. Housekeeping means my bed sheet is not okay, my pillow cover is dirty. These are all examples of, nurse is not there to take care of that part. Nurse is there to give you the medicines. She will forget to give you the medicine. So this is waste of intelligence of nurse. Okay. Surgeon is waiting outside the operation theater so that operation theater gets ready. It's waste of his intelligence. So there are lots of examples, like we doubled, these are our case studies. We doubled the cardiology lab capacity from 8 to 16. I did lots of projects in US also. I forgot to tell you, National Healthcare Service also, I've done multiple projects 10 years ago. For at least 4-5 years, I was consulting them, and we did lots of projects. I'll show you some examples towards the end of our program. I'll show you some videos also for that. Then here we reduce the diagnosis exam time also. We cut down the admission time. We reduce, see, approval is a very big waste. Approval is a very big waste in our organization. Approval is not adding any value. What is approval? What does the approval do? Approval, just approver, they feel like some people are, their whole job is like approving only. One CEO was telling me I'm very much overwhelmed, etc. That happened 10 years ago. We said, what happened? We did a Gemba walk. Gemba means go to the field, go to the place of action, go to the, see how the people are doing the job. Gemba is a Japanese word, Gemba. Gemba. Gemba is a Japanese word. Gemba means go to the field, go to the place of action, go to the battleground. Don't sit in your air-conditioned room and relax and imagine the things. No, go to the field, go to the workstation, go to the workplace. Gemba, and with the specs, with the goggle, with the where you can see the waste. You should be able to see the waste everywhere. Wear the spectacles of waste, where you can identify the waste. Look around for the waste. So approver, the CEO was telling, for 2 hours I'm just signing some. They used to have lots of files. He used to sign. So we said, what, you are not even reading the file, you're signing it. They said, well, my vice president has also already checked those files. So I'm just happy, and I'm just signing it because he has checked it. We went to the vice president. He said, I'm also signing because my senior manager has checked and he never commits a mistake. So they are not adding any value. We changed the process. I asked them, what makes you sign the sheet? Oh, because my CEO was doing it, I'm also doing. Most of your processes were designed 10 years ago, 20 years ago. A lot of waste is there in the process. They don't know that you have a WhatsApp. They don't know you have ChatGPT today. They don't know even 30 years old processes you are, still, following 30, 40 years. They never change. You'll be surprised to know you still have your fax machines today. Fax machine today, you can send any the whole idea is to remove the waste from so that you can create a value. Fax machine, what is the value they are adding to your organization? Any document could be sent anywhere in the whole world. Still you have fax machine. What a big waste. And everyone is living with that waste. No one questions that. So these are the kinds of things that are there. Unnecessary process motion, unnecessary waiting errors. I hope the person who asked, Muhammad, I think, had asked that, give me some example. Person, this is applicable to all industries. A person who's underutilized is a waste. An equipment which is underutilized is a waste. Cost of 5-minute empty walk, so that's a waste. Okay, walk to elevator, not only applicable to hospitals, everywhere you have elevators. Yeah, these are some calculations. Waste. So much of waste. If there are 200 nurses multiplied by every day, 200 nurses multiplied by 365 days, runs into some millions of dollars. So much of waste in just moving around the hospital or in your company also. If don't think about, I'm giving an example of hospital, but it's applicable to all industries. Another example, which, because let me tell you that also, one thing is called poka-yoke. Poka-yoke means reducing the errors so that you by mistake also you don't commit a mistake. It's a Japanese word which also means foolproofing. Foolproofing means even a foolish person cannot commit a mistake. Or mistake proofing, in a nice word if you want. Mistake proofing. Even if you want to commit a mistake, you cannot commit a mistake. Like, for example, I cannot burn my rice because of this rice cooker. Automatically it will switch off. So similarly, in hospitals, you can have poka-yoke applied to many places. Manufacturing, a lot of poka-yoke examples are there. Day-to-day life, your seat buzzer, your alarm, if you don't put on your seat belt, then it gives you alarm. That's an example of a poka-yoke. And these are the ways to control your mistakes. If you put an abnormal value, it will get rejected. Oxygen and nitrogen cylinder cannot be connected together because the connections are totally different. These are examples. Even if you want to connect, you cannot connect. So that is an example of poka-yoke. Other some examples are fixed number of packages during the surgery, complete catheter kits for insertion, prepackaged medication. I think now you are satisfied. Now let me go back. Let us go back to our. Let me also now talk about where we started. Yes, so I hope you understood what is lean. You got a very, very compact, super fast summary of what is lean. And I hope at least you are able to tell the people. Lean is about doing a Gemba walk, doing a process map, identifying the waste in the system, doing a process mapping, identifying the flow, establishing the flow in the system by reducing the waste in the system so that we are producing just in time. There is no waiting time. No one is going to wait. Okay. Just in time, of course, I did not talk too much about it, but I hope basics are clear to you. That's good enough. Now let us look at the other parts, right side. But before I do that, let me also tell, many people are asking, who's a yellow belt, who's a green belt, who's a black belt, who's a master black belt? Let me tell you that also. Who's a green belt, who's a black belt, who's a master black belt? Yellow belts are you, people like you who know what is Lean and Six Sigma, but you can't do a project. You just know what is Lean and Six Sigma, but you cannot do a project. Okay. But green belt can do the project. They know some tools and techniques. They have practiced some tools and techniques. They know some more tools and techniques, whatever you are learning, much more than that. And black belts are the ones who can do very, very can solve complicated problems. And they're almost like, something similar to what, today you see world is talking about data analytics, machine learning, etc., etc. The black belts were already doing that for the past 30, 40 years. They were using regression analysis. They were using binary logistic regressions. They were using chi-square test and ANOVA. They were all doing it. What the world is fascinated about, these the so-called prediction models. The black belts are able to. They were able to do this 40 years ago also. You'll be surprised to know this AI is nothing new. Of course, it has become a craze because it's done on a mass scale nowadays because of the automation. But these things were existing 40 years ago also, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I've been conducting these trainings for 30 years. We're talking about regression. So anyway, black belts are aware of some real good advanced tools. And everything is automated nowadays. So life is very simple. Anyone can learn Lean Six Sigma. Don't have to have an engineering background or a mathematical background. Anyone will tell you where to click the right button. And you know everything. You can solve your problems. Now things are very simple. Earlier, we used to conduct the Lean and Six Sigma for very specialized, skilled people. Now we are conducting it to everyone, in schools also. We are doing it in schools as well. Of course, colleges, MBA colleges, etc. Lots of people from colleges. Anyone student here? You can all become Lean and Six. Anyone can become a Lean and Six Sigma in today's world. So Master Black Belts. Now, there are very few companies in the world who conduct Master Black Belt. For the last 20 years, we have been conducting the Master Black Belt. We were existing much before than so-called certification companies. Some big certification companies, they put some good advertisements and they get a good brand name. Much before we have been doing this certification courses. By the way, our certification courses are widely recognized, acknowledged, and accepted in almost all the industries around the whole world. So when you become a Lean and Six Sigma Green Belt and Black Belt and Master Black Belt, you get a badge which is recognized by every company. And of course, if you are interested, you can always, our team can talk about it, tell you. But let me first, also, they can tell you how to get enrolled for this Lean and Six Sigma program. But before that, let us learn about the other part. Now, I'm going to enter into the little bit of statistical part. Now, some of you at a fast rate may not understand, but you can rewind the video. Once we send you the video, you can watch it. And I'll not be repeating those things again and again because I would like to give you more content in a lesser time. So you can always watch these videos and go back if you have missed out on certain things. So now let us look at our chocolates. Okay, let's say chocolate weight. Chocolate weight. Okay, it appears to be congested here. I'll draw it here. Okay, let me go back to our manufacturing example. Now, some people from manufacturing will also, or this is also true for hospital also. Every. I'll show you some great hospital projects. I've got. I don't think I'll be able to show you in this program, but when you join our Green Belt and Black Belt program, we give you 50 projects from your own industry. Okay, so lots of projects. We have reduced. We have improved. Last year, my presentation was reducing nosocomial infections in patients using Lean and Six Sigma. Then oil and gas also we had done. Okay, so let us look at this. This is, let us say, chocolate. Chocolate, I want 100 plus minus 5 grams. Okay. Now, before we proceed, let me tell you one very basic thing. There are two types of data in the whole world. There are two types of data. My team can tell me how much time is remaining. So, just so that, yeah, so my team is telling, some people are asking how to get the yellow belt certificate. It's totally free. You can download the certificate. There's I think 5 questions they will be asking you about, and you can easily answer. It's an open book exam. Our exams are all open book exams, so don't worry. Just you can go and appear for the exam after this program, and you can download the certificate. Okay. Yeah. And just to answer your question, some people are asking how to get they're worried about the certificates. So don't worry. Please focus on the learning. Okay, data types. Okay. There are 2 types of data. We call it as continuous data, and we call it as attribute data. Please remember, there are 2 types of data: continuous data and attribute. Okay. Continuous data is like weight of the chocolate, 100 grams. It can be 100.1 gram also. Yeah. Patient waiting time, Can you give me other examples of continuous data? So it will have a unit, like grams is a unit, waiting time 32.6 minutes. There's a unit, right? And there's a decimal point also, possibility of a decimal point. So continuous data is something which can be represented on a number, continuous number line, like 52.5, yeah, or 57.1 years. That is my age. 57.1 years is my age. So here 57.1, it has got that possibility of a decimal, and it is also year. There's a unit there. That's continuous data. Okay. Okay. So some person is telling mortality rate. So I'll tell you, anything which is rate is attribute data. I'll tell you how. Okay. I'll tell you. So here, quantitative. This is also known as quantitative data. And this is known attribute. Now, attribute means what? Attribute means what? Attribute means anything which we think cannot be measured. So that brings me to our gentleman here. He also said, you cannot improve if you cannot measure. You cannot improve if you cannot measure. And the good news is everything can be measured. You may ask how. So let me tell you, everything can be measured. Okay. Everything can be measured.
Of a process 3.5 hours or procurement time in an organization.
So these are some examples. I'm just taking the help of my video so that it's easier for me. And videos are available if you want. These are just subscribe to our channel, Anexas channel. These bits and pieces of these videos are very much available.
Continuous data, because they all have a possibility of a decimal, means they can be expressed in decimal points, and also they all have a unit. Now let us talk about attribute data. Attribute data can be expressed in categories, and categories can be counted. Say,
so if I ask people, tell me anything which you cannot measure. So people give me example, emotions I can not measure, satisfaction, behavior, etc. Happiness is very common. Happiness I cannot measure. So I'm giving you a trick now. At least today you should not say, after today you should not say that I cannot measure. Please, you first, whatever you want to measure, create a categories first.
For example, if you want to measure happiness, so easiest way to measure any attribute data is to create a category, and if possible, you can create a binary category. A presence or absence of that attribute can be one of the simplest categories. So if I take the example of happiness, two categories I can create: happy, unhappy. So if I want to increase the happiness in the employees in the organization, then I can always count how many employees are happy. Let's say 60 employees are happy and 40 employees are unhappy.
So here you can say happy, unhappy, or you can have 5 categories: very, unhappy, happy, little happy. 5 categories, 1 to 5, 1 to 5 ratings. Again, these are all attribute data. Please remember, ratings are always attribute. Okay. So I hope you understood now. Attribute data, whatever you want to measure, you write that under attribute, then create a category, then you can count it. Again, numbers will be there, but it will not be like in decimal. Like happy, you cannot have 60.1 people who are happy. Okay. So there will be only 60 or 61 or 62. So that is why it is known as discrete data. We also call it as discrete data. Okay. Discrete data.
I can express this as proportion. That means proportion of happy employees in my organization is 0.6 and proportion of unhappy employees is 0.4. And it can also be expressed as percentage. Now, this proportion or percentage, they don't have a unit. And a count, like 60 employees, I can't have 60.1 employees who are happy. So the count will not have any decimal point. So this is what continuous data and attribute data is. It is very important to know.
See, so please understand, we have to put a measure, because without that we cannot improve. So if we want to improve the happiness of our employees in our company, first we'll have to put the measure. So here what we did, we asked every employee that, are you happy or unhappy? I'm just keeping it simple right now. So we found that 60% of the employee, or 0.6 proportion. Generally, green belts and black belts, they measure in terms of proportion. What is proportion? Proportion is portion out of 1. So suppose this is 1, total population is 1. So what portion belongs? Proportion means portion out of 1. Okay. So what proportion belongs to happy employees? 0.6. What proportion belongs to unhappy employee? 0.4. Now, you don't have to do all these calculations nowadays. I'll demonstrate very quickly. Last half an hour now. My team, if you can tell me how much time is remaining. You keep telling me, because I'm not wearing the watch right now somehow. My team, if you are just able to tell me that, just write in my chat box here, please, how much time it is remaining, so I can accordingly adjust my remaining time. I think they're not able to hear me. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, say, yeah, got it. Okay, fine. 30 minutes more, right? 30 minutes is the scheduled time. And if you are willing to wait for 30 more minutes, I'll give you more information. Real projects, how to implement projects, all these things I'll tell you. But I'll slow down a little bit more here because I'm talking about a little statistics. Okay. So now I want to improve. We are habitual of percentage. Percentage means, this circle we consider as 100. So if this is 100, then this is 60 and this is 40. So this becomes 60%, this becomes 40%. Now I can take up improvement projects. I can say, today our happiness is 60%. Now we would like to improve. We would like to improve it to 80%. We would like to improve to 80%, right? 60%. Okay, Amar is telling, use Lean Six Sigma to control lecture time. A very good comment. The thing is, actually, our actual, it is under control. I'm trying to give you more. Okay, so that is the reason I'm trying that. Otherwise, it is very much under control. Whatever is to be scheduled is very much on time. Okay. So I was thinking, like, sometimes optimizing is also a solution, right? So 60% to 80%. So 60% to 80% is our improvement. Now we can think of increasing the happiness. Now we'll do a root cause analysis. So typically any Six Sigma process undergoes a root cause analysis, and let us see the DMAC approach which is followed. So please remember the 2 types of data. I hope you still remember. And some of you are totally new to this concept. So I hope still you will remember that, because now we'll be using it. Okay, we'll be using it. Here, I'll just, for your benefit, I'll write it down. Attribute data, categories, count, and then proportion. Okay. Categories. So you have, let's say, happy, not happy. Yeah. Happy, not happiness. Happiness or satisfaction, right? Customer satisfaction. Categories could be very happy, happy, neutral maybe. Okay, let's keep it simple right now because of, yeah. So here, let us say, satisfied and dissatisfied. I'm just keeping it simple. And we have got 60 people, 60% satisfied and 40% dissatisfied, and 0.6 and 0.5. Just to... Now, please remember, when there are certain tools in Lean and Six Sigma. So when you are expressing, you're telling about your performance. When you're talking about performance, for continuous data, you will draw a histogram. Histogram means my waiting time is 30 minutes on an average. Most of the people are waiting for 30 minutes. But some people, very few, are waiting for between 30 to 35 minutes. Some people are waiting up to 40 minutes. Some people are waiting for 45 minutes. Similarly, this could be 25 minutes, 20 minutes, and 50 minutes. Or it could be production. If I change this to production, manufacturing, 30 tons per day I'm producing. Sometimes I produce to 45 minutes, 45 tons per day. And also I produce to 15 tons per day. You'll be surprised, and that's the revelation. Mr. Gauss, Mr. Gauss, he found that most of the processes in the world, they follow this behavior. You take your travel time from your house to your office. You will mostly take some time. It would be 50 minutes, 60 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. But you will never take exactly the same time. There will be a variation. And there will be always a variation. Okay. So here he found very interesting thing. Mr. Gauss, Carl Friedrich Gauss, he found one very interesting thing. If you collect 30 samples, just 30 samples from a population, and I'm repeating, 30 samples from a population, if you just collect, you will get two parameters. 30 average, we call it as average. Mean also, we call it as mean. And something called a standard deviation. Now, if you are interested in how to calculate standard deviation, I'll give you a video. You can watch it a little later. It is not relevant to our yellow belt training, but in green belt, we train you and do all this, detailed training. But if you are interested to watch a little later, I'm giving you a standard deviation. You can just, I'll start giving you a lot of tools now, the links to the tools. Okay, so you can, so as I demonstrate these tools to you, I'll give you the link. So if you want to learn these tools, you can always watch these in our YouTube channel. And also, best is if you want to get a real good certification, you can join my training program. Yes, that is also important. And it's not very costly. Nowadays, it's not so costly. But you will be getting full training, understanding, certification, and also lifelong support. Lifelong support. Please understand, this is something which I'm committing. Lifelong means we have got a master black belt team of lot of master black belts, and they will be supporting you in your project. If you're doing a real project, you will be anytime after 10 years also. A lot of students, they come to me. I was telling, early in the beginning, a lot of people I see from Saudi Arabia, Dr. Muhammad Abdul Ali, I'm proud to tell that he is also our, one of our participants, and I'm still in touch with him. And I keep, whenever some data analytics requirements are there, I keep helping them. Plus, a lot of other CEOs. I'll not start naming those. The CEO for them, like 20 years ago, he attended my training program, and now he's the CEO. Today, you are attending my yellow belt. Tomorrow, 10 years down the line, you will be a CXO and CEOs. You'll remember me, right? so these people, they have, done these training programs and getting benefited out of it. And today also, you'll be getting the benefits. And if you want to join my training programs, our team will put, if you are in a hurry, some people are asking how to enroll for the training program. My team will send you a link, and we'll tell you all the details, whatever you want. It's not very costly. There are some very nice, let me talk about that also, because some people are in a hurry. So there are lots of good packages available. You do a green and black and master black belt. And something comes to you for totally free, and plus project support is also there. It's free for you. Like if you join our training program, it's free for you. And plus lots of other training programs like Power BI, etc. Very nice packages you will get. It's self-learning modules, or if you want to join the classes. And also you can join our classes anytime. I mean, if you become a green belt and a black belt once, you can join after 2 years also if you want to revise. And by the way, some people are asking, do you conduct project management training also? I conduct project management training also. So that is also there, but separately we'll talk about it. Towards the end, if you are interested, I will talk more about it towards the end. But I was just answering some of your questions. Those who are, some people are telling, I have to leave, so a little bit, if you can tell me how to enroll, I'm just telling you. for those who are in a hurry. But let us come back. Let us come back to Mr. Gauss. He said if you collect 30 samples from any process, you will get two things. In one click, nowadays, everything is automated. You will get your average and standard deviation. And whatever is your standard deviation, whatever, you will get it. I'll show you. Like, for example, we'll do a project now. So what he said was you can predict about the whole population. Everything, whole population you can predict. By using Gaussian theorem, he says, whatever is the average, 1 time standard deviation, 2 times standard deviation, and 3 times standard deviation. Okay. And minus 1 time standard deviation, minus 2 times standard deviation, and minus 3 times standard deviation within the plus and minus 3 times standard deviation. We also call it a sigma. This is also known as sigma. Standard deviation is represented by Greek letter sigma. So whatever you have within this plus and minus 3 times standard deviation, you will get 99.73% of your total population. Okay, let me give an example. Suppose you are taking 30 minutes to travel to your office every day. In standard deviation, I collected the data. One day you took 32 minutes, 28 minutes, 27 minutes, 29 minutes, etc., etc. I collected your data and I found that average is 30 minutes and standard deviation is 5 minutes. So I can predict about all your travels by using this standard, this normal curve. Average is 30 minutes. Most of the time you take 30 minutes. 1 time standard deviation would be 30 plus 5, because 5 is the standard deviation, 35. Then what is 2 times standard deviation? 40. And what is 3 times standard deviation? 45. What is minus 1 time standard deviation? 25. What is minus 2 times standard deviation? 20. What is minus 3 times standard deviation? 15. Okay. Now, some of you would have understood. Some of you might be finding it a little difficult. So you can watch this recording again. After a while, it will be available within 1 hour on our YouTube channel. And you can always revise it. This we call it as lower control limit, and this we call it as upper control limit. If you remember, if you're present in the session right from the beginning, I told you about control limits. It will be like this. Lower control limit of your traveling time is 15 minutes. And upper control limit of your traveling time is 45 minutes. So I can predict about all your travel that 99% of the time you'll be taking between 15 minutes to 45 minutes. This we also call it as voice of process. Okay. I hope you got the point. I hope you are with me up to here. Now let us go back to our example of the chocolate. We started with the chocolate. Our chocolate needs to be produced between 100 plus minus 5 grams. Okay. So these are the specification limits given by the customer. Your chocolate should be LSL. Specification limit is given by the customer between 95 grams, and it should be upper specification limit given by customer. Your chocolate should be within this. 100 should be your average. Then you are doing good chocolate. Now let us look at different types of processes. There's a blue process. Average, let's say one company, average of its chocolates are 100 grams. And the standard deviation produced by these chocolates is how much? 1 gram. So how their chocolates will be behaving? 100, 101, 102, 103. This is 99, 98, and 97. So this will be they are producing chocolates between, here it is 101, 102, and 103. Here there's a 99, 98, and 97. Are you with me? Almost they are not going beyond the specification limit. Customer is always happy. Customer is very happy. But let us look at our another company, which is average is, let us say, 100 grams. And standard deviation, now there are variation, too much of variation. Operators don't follow SOPs. Everyone has get their own settings. Everyone follows their own way of thinking. How this process will look like for now, standard deviation is, so the numbers will be 100, 102, 104, and 106, right? So first 101, 102, 104, and 106. Here similarly 98, then 96, right? So 98, then 90, so 96, right? Here somewhere, 96, and then 94. Okay, so this is how you will be producing the chocolates. Now, this red company is going beyond the specification limit. So, customer is unhappy here. The shareholder is unhappy because you are giving more chocolates. And here the customer is unhappy because you are giving them less chocolate. You are producing mistakes. Because why? Because red company is having too much of variation. They're not following SOPs. The causes of variation could be anything. People are not skilled, machines are old, whatever. Similarly, in your surgery example also, surgery should take place in 100 minutes. No, see, numbers are everywhere. Surgery should take place 100 minutes. And it will be unsafe to operate below 95 minutes. And it will be very unsafe to go above 105 minutes. Keep the same number and change the example. It is all numbers. So the red doctor, red surgeon, is not threatening the patient in both the cases, like red patient. But the blue doctor, the surgeon who is a blue, representing 100 minutes of surgery time and 1 minute of standardization time, he's within the. He's not threatening the patient. Like it's not safety wise. It's much better. So I hope you got the understanding. Reducing the variation increases your quality, reduces the defect, and if you reduce the variation to within the specification limit, and if you remember still, in the red case, the control limits are outside the specification limit, and the blue case, control limits are within the specification limit. So the control limit should be within the specification limit. Now, some of you might have understood all these things. Some of you might struggle because if you're totally new to this concept, I'm trying to give you a little bit like too much information in the yellow belt. But I really wanted to tell you because you should be aware of this. So the Six Sigma is about reducing the variation so that you don't produce any defects. Now let us do a project. So I'll show you some examples now. Let me do a project. I'll just show you one project. Whenever you want to do a project, you follow define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. DMAC. Another very, very important. I told you value stream mapping, 7 waste, 8 waste, standard deviation, normal distribution, types of data, continuous data, attribute data. Now, you are going to see some tools. I'm not training you in those tools. I'm just showing you the glimpses of those tools so that you are aware. So in the define phase, you write your problem statement, whatever you want to improve, and you write the goal statement, problem statement, and goal statement. Then in the measure phase, you collect the data. How are you performing? What is your current performance? Then in the analyze phase, you identify what is the causes, what is causing this problem. You identify your X factors. I hope you remember what is X factors. X factors are your process and input measures. And then you also do a root cause analysis like Pareto analysis. Pareto is like 80-20 rule. where you say that 80% of my problem is due to the 20% of the causes. Vilfredo Pareto was an Italian economist who found that 80% of the money in Italy was with 20% of the people. So he said 80%, 80-20 rule is what he gave us. And Joseph Juran, he applied to quality and he said 80% of the problems, 80% of the problems is due to 20% of the causes. So if you have got 10 causes, 10 issues which are leading to your problem, only two of them, 20%, two of them are important, which are causing your 80%. So just attack those 20%. So, you can use different techniques. Some more techniques are there, box plots, scatter plots. I'll show you just for this demonstration purpose. Then you get to the root causes, then you get the solutions on the root causes. Now you know what is the problem. See, otherwise you are blindly shooting in the dark. You don't know the root cause, then how can you solve the problem? If you think, well, training is my solution, whether skill is a problem, are the people unskilled? If they are skilled, but still you think training is the solution, maybe you are not right. Maybe the machine is a problem, maybe the system is a problem, maybe the process is a problem, maybe the temperature is the problem, maybe your data collection sheet is a problem. There's so many things. What is the problem? Get the root cause. That's what happens in analyze phase, and then you improve it, and then you do the control. Control means you maintain. So let's say you wanted to reduce the patient waiting time. Earlier, this was our control limits. This was the control limits, right? And then you reduced it. You like to control it for a long, long time. Yeah. Or waiting time of your patient. Or if you want to increase your sales, your process is like this, and you want to increase the sales or production. So you want to change your control limits. Changing the control limits is the real improvement. That's what you are aiming at through DMAT. Let me show you, define. So this company wanted to reduce the recruitment cycle time. I'm just giving you a very, very brief overview. They wanted to reduce the recruitment cycle time. They created a team, and then this is a 12-year-old project. That is 30, 40, 15-year-old project. Sorry, 15-year-old project. Okay. First, they created a SIPOC. Now, I hope you remember SIPOC. SIPOC is the high-level process map of the process. Why we are creating SIPOC? Because problems in the process. This is our why. Recruitment cycle time. It is impacted by so many X factors. Yeah. Which of these X factors is important? So we create a project charter. Today we are taking 50 days, and we would like to reduce it to 30 days. If we do that, it is going to save good money for us. Okay. That is our project charter in the define phase. In the measure phase, we identify that Y is due to the X factors. So you have to identify what is the Y, high recruitment time. What is the X factors? So you cannot do anything. You can just monitor the Y, but the problem is in the X factors. So you identify, you make a histogram. Let me show you how do you make a histogram also. I've got the data as well. So you get when you join our training, you get to learn about. We give you these tools, whatever I am showing you. So this is your recruitment cycle time. We will just see how is the recruitment cycle time behaving today in our company. In the measure phase, we are making a chart. Okay. Its average is 50 days. Standard deviation is 5 days. How does it look like in the company? Well, it looks like, if I do we call it control chart, which I just showing you, lower control limit and upper control limit. Okay. So if you look at that, you can say, let me make a control chart. Okay. In our company, 99% of our recruitments are taking place between 36 days to 64 days. And this is how our behavior is. We would like to reduce it. Okay, let us investigate. How can we reduce it? We also calculate sigma level, which is not in the scope of our discussion in yellow belt. So I'll just skip this part. Then in the analyze phase, we can follow either lean door, map the process, do a Gemba walk, identify the waste in the system, and also go to cause and effect diagram, control impact matrix, Pareto, etc. I'll just show you what do they mean. So first you map the process, identify the waste. Oh, this step is a waste. This step is a waste. This has, you also apply something called escape technique. Eliminate, simplify, combine, automate, and parallel. If you are interested in, I've got a small example of escape. It will be given in the chat box. You can keep saving these links. So I have explained escape using an example also. If you're interested, you can always watch those links. Escape analysis. You're like, can I eliminate? Ask these 5 questions on every step. Can I eliminate? Can I simplify? Can I automate? Can I combine? Can I make it parallel? Then after that, you invite all the people in the room. Tell me what is causing this issue. So everyone is giving some ideas, giving this thing. And then we put it. So all nowadays, everything is automated. Okay. Nowadays, everything is done on this software. Also, we give it to you whenever you are training us. So here we have listed down. See, man, machine, material. This is a fishbone diagram. We call it fishbone diagram. Looks like a fishbone diagram, cause and effect diagram. Man, machine, material related causes, measurement related causes, environment related causes, methods related causes. Okay, just go through this and let's make a the cause and effect diagram. It will do a cause and effect diagram for you. Okay, these are our possible causes. Which of these causes occurring more? Which of them is occurring more and more and less and less? Some are less, some are more. Okay, let us see. So we collect the data. Reasons. Oh, these were the reasons of delays of my recruitments. Okay, no problems. How many times each of these causes appeared? You can always look at them. Well, quickly, everything happens quickly nowadays, right? Everything is just quick. Most of the time, assessment time is the root cause. Take long. The job description is not available. So if you see the contribution percentage of each of these causes are given here. So assessment time is biggest. Job description not available is second, third. And this line, the blue line, is actually the cumulative. Like it's taking the sum total of, like first one is 35%. First 2 together is 60%. First 3 together is 77%. First 4 is first 4 is 92%. So first 3 to 4 is good enough. And remaining, there are 20, 30 more causes. They're not contributing too much. So I'll forget about them. We are applying Pareto analysis. So they did that. And then if you want to further investigate, there are other advanced tools also. I will show you if you are interested in, still staying on, because some of you might be having, they are very much. So I'll show you, I'll stay on. If you stay on, I'll show you that also. I'll tell you how will you correlate recruitment time and approval time. Okay. You can make something called a scatter plot. Is approval time really impacting, okay, the recruitment? So you will find a correlation. Okay, you find a correlation. I'll show you in detail and also tell you how to implement Lean Six Sigma in the organization in a short while. But yeah, so here is your approval time indicating more the approval time, more the recruitment time. Oh yes, it is. When both the data are continuous data, like approval time and recruitment time, we do a scatter plot. We call this as a scatter plot. And that is our root cause. Let us see recruitment time and assessment time. Is it impacting? Well, let us see that. Let us see assessment time is impacting or not. Well, looking at this data, there's no impact. Like it's not related. Assessment time could be low or high, doesn't matter, and recruitment time is also low or high. But in the previous case, if you see, as the approval time was increasing, the recruitment time was increasing. So approval time is something which we need to work on, and then the team works on it. I will show you the other also, but let me first complete the topic. So here, I will show you all these things. Yeah, but before that, join our live in training program. Recording available for lifetime access. 2 projects done in the class. Project guidance provided for lifetime. Lifetime association with me. You can join. You can go to the LinkedIn and just connect with me. Immediately, you can connect with me. Anyway, by attending a Yellow Belt training program, you are now associated with me. And then you apply. Once you get your root causes, you get to the root causes.
Once
You use apply brainstorming technique like 635. Now, what is 635? I'm putting a link.
635.
I'm putting a link here. Please watch the video 635. What is 635? Beautiful technique to get 108 ideas in 30 minutes. Yeah. Excellent technique. You'll like it. Please implement it next week. One more thing you can implement next week is FMEA, Failure Modes and Effects Analysis. Very, very good tool. That video link is also given to you. This video link has got 2 million views, 2 million. Many of our but this FMEA, I don't know why people like it too much. You can learn this whole tool. Just go and watch. At least if you were to ask me only one, like Pareto, 80-20 rule. If I were to only watch one video, which video I should watch? I've given you multiple, maybe 10, 20 videos I've given to you. But if you want to watch just one, watch at least 20 minutes. Please learn this tool, apply this, and please write to me. Please write in my LinkedIn. You can post it to the public. How did you find this FMEA tool? Were you able to apply? Were you able to get some benefit out of it? You will love it. I promise you, you will love it. FMEA. My team will be putting this link here. Or you can just write anything you want to find about me. Just write the tool name and write Anexas. Anexas is our company name. So FMEA Anexas, you will get that. Because FMEA, so many people are there, multiple, all people are teaching everything all over the world. But I want you to be with me, right? Okay, so they come out with some solutions, they came out with some solutions, and after they implemented those solutions, so that was an improve phase. And control phase, they were able to reduce the time, they were able to reduce the time before and after, clearly super improvement. So if you want to join my training program, please click on this link, which is given here. And I would like to see you. We have we have got morning batches also, evening batches also. Morning timing is given, and my team will tell you in a short while. And the evening also, you can also join Friday, Saturday batch or a Saturday, Sunday batch. So you have got 4 options. Friday, Saturday batch or Saturday, Sunday batch, morning batch, evening. And I don't have any other job. I just keep conducting training programs. I love conducting the trainings. Okay. So please join my training programs and you will love. And 5 master black belts will be teaching you and doing projects with you simultaneously. So we'll be like a team of people trying to put all those, statistical tools in your mind so that you can improve the process. In short while, I'll tell you, I will skip this one question I'll try to answer because I see a lot of time is not there. So try to answer this question. And those who are interested, please again click the enroll button and at least show the interest. I'll be happy to send you all the details to you. Our team is going to send you all the details. And if you join, like if you register today and tomorrow, you'll be joining me as the trainer. I'm trying to market myself also. Okay, so we have all great trainers. It's not like that. All great trainers are there. Everyone is super. But if you want to join my training, please, please at least show the interest in the next 2 days, and then our team will send you the details, etc. And if you, yeah, so the most, and now, what is the output of the process? Right answer will give you $1 million. Wrong answer will not give you anything. Yes. You have got all the lifelines if you want. Yes. 50-50. Okay. I'll remove 2 wrong answers. Okay. Tell me. Okay. Everyone has given the right answer. Super. Okay. The following is not a deliverable of the TMAC analyze phase. What is not coming in analyze phase? Now, if you're very careful in the last 15 minutes, I mentioned that what is not in analyze phase? What is not in analyze phase? What is not in analyze phase? Let me see. Now, this is a tough question. So what is not in analyze phase? What is not coming in analyze phase? If you see, solutions are coming in improve phase, right? Solutions are coming in improve phase. So solutions is the right answer. Yes, solutions are not in, they are coming in improve phase, right? Not in analyze phase. Anyway, so so you have reasons to now collect the data, and I just showed you some very brief way of doing the data analysis. I'll continue in a short while, but I'm just trying to give you, if you like to become the one of the most valuable person in your company, you can become a Lean and Six Sigma green belt and black belt. If you would like to, if you can answer this poll question, I'll be happy to. Please, if you can put the poll question. If you show interest in the in this, so I'll be happy to. And you can also at any time on my LinkedIn, you can write to me. I'll be happy to reply in my own voice. Means I'll record and I'll reply to back, or in my WhatsApp or in my this thing. I will receive a reply. So I will try to answer all the questions. If you have any questions, on LinkedIn, I'm able to answer no vocally. So you can just send me your question and I'll be happy to reply. Otherwise, there's a WhatsApp also. My team will be there. They will be happy to answer your questions also. And yeah, and today's certification you will be able to get. My team has given the pathway to become a yellow belt. At least today you are becoming a yellow belt. I'm happy to do that. You can put that certificate on your LinkedIn. You can tag me. I will be happy to comment on it. And once you become a green belt or a black belt, you can reduce the cost, improve the quality, become a problem solver. You can consult your own organization, and you can start on your own also. If you want to complete the journey of master black belt, in 2 to 3 months, you can become a master black belt. We guide you through the whole path. And yeah, so my team can, if you can tell me, I'll continue after a while. I'll tell you some more about how to implement Lean Six Sigma in the organization. I'll give you some more examples of different industries. Then I'm going to cover a little bit of data analysis also. So if my team can show the days and etc., some other information you want to show, you can just show. And yeah. So these are the days. If you are interested, you can always go for these days. And when I'm conducting the training program in the real green belt and black belt, I speak very slowly. Today, I'm sorry, I was speaking at a very fast pace. The reason was that I wanted to cover maximum tools in the 2-hour duration, and some more also in the remaining say around 20-25 more minutes. I'll be doing the session. So I'll cover some more tools also. But before that, before some of you start leaving, these are the timings of our live training. If you are interested, please join the training, and I'll be happy to include you in my esteemed guests, because every individual is a guest in our program. We want to ensure. And also one more thing, during the training, if you find that you need extra explanation, we can schedule extra session for you one-on-one. one of our master black belt will sit with you. Some of you may not be able to understand some concepts in the first go in the class. We schedule a one-on-one session also. We'll ensure that you learn at your own pace. And all the videos are given to you. All the classroom video, whatever videos we interact, whatever examples we are taking in the class, every video is given to you, and you have got lifetime access to those videos. Yeah. Lifetime in the sense till the time, sometimes we don't never know. Nowadays, all big companies try to acquire small companies. Hopefully it doesn't happen in our case, but if something like that happens, then whatever, we have prevented it from happening. A lot of companies, they have tried to acquire us, but we still want to be independent. There will be a lot of discounts also. Please remember, the the whatever we are showing here as the here numbers, there's a huge discount also. And if you can tell us your intention, what exactly you want, there could be some excellent discounts also. So please ask for those discounts. So please go ahead with that registrations. Okay, and now so any other questions you have before I proceed with? So let me start with how would you implement Lean Six Sigma in the organization. Then after that, I'll cover some tools. Yeah, you want to, from where you want to start? Yeah. So now let's get back to learning. And if any questions are there, you can please ask in the chat box. Our team is going to help you there. And all students will get personal attention from me. Right now, it's a webinar. Obviously, I can't attend to you personally. But when you join, our batch is restricted to 20 people. So if we fill the 20, we ask, there are 4 batches. So for 20, there's like 80. I don't think I'll be able to get so many people, but just in case and it gets over, I can say, oh, the seats are getting filled up, please enroll quickly. We can say that. But in case there are, if I am lucky to get more people, so in that case, we schedule one more batch. So please remember that you'll get an individual attention, and one master black belt apart from me is allocated to you. So he will be personally guiding you, your whatever queries are there. So we are pretty serious in conducting the training programs. We are passionate about conducting training programs. We are there to help you really become a master of these tools and techniques. So let me, So here, this was the old price anyway. These were the old prices. The new prices have reduced drastically. So my slides was an old one. The team had some earlier the programs used to be $1,000, etc. We also conduct the programs for US, Canada, etc. If you are interested. Also, if you are interested in inviting me to your company, I keep visiting Dubai, Riyadh, almost all Riyadh, Jeddah. Next week I'm in Jeddah. Today I'm in Dubai. Last week I was in Riyadh. Melbourne, I'm coming, Sydney, London. So any time you are there, and if you want me to do a training, brief introduction of our Lean Six Sigma in your company, I'll be happy to join. I'll be happy to come and give a yellow belt or an online yellow belt training program if you want to conduct for your own company, 2-hour program specific to your company, giving your examples. It is also available. So you can this complimentary, then you can always ask for it. So so when you want to implement Lean and Six Sigma in an organization, try to choose projects from various departments. So I'm telling you very, very ideal way as a master black belt, how you would do it. And then you create a steering committee and then train the department heads as the sponsors of the champions. We call them sponsors or champions, the department heads. They nominate the green belts and black belts and they allocate the project. They tell, I want improvement in this area. We convert these opportunities into projects. And then first we conduct the champions training, the senior management, like say half a day or 1 day. After that, we identify the projects. Then we do a green belt training. Then we ask these green belts to do the projects. And virtually, imagine, 10 projects happening simultaneously in the organization. It makes a huge difference. 20 projects, 30 projects. Many hospitals are doing 30 projects per every 6 months. So these green belts and black belts are trained. And then after that, let's say, for example, this is Novartis, the company where I was conducting that 10 years ago. I conducted a training program. This for senior management we conduct. And we did a small business game, etc. And then based on that, they learned about basics of the Six Sigma. And after that, they were ready and they nominated the green belts and black belts. Now, once the green belts and black belts are nominated, they come to the class. I'm giving another example here.
Your team name 1, 2, 3. Anti-Muda. And your slogan 1, 2, 3. Green air, go. Okay. And your song 1, 2, 3. Here goes.
Let's go, lead. Let's go, lead. We are the champions. We are the team.
Wow.
Yay!
And your team name 1, 2, 3.
Una squadra!
Your slogan 1, 2, 3.
Together, everyone achieves more.
Together, everyone achieves more. And your song.
Feel it in the air. All this world has seen. Each of us will share one dream. We are one team. Una squadra.
So now they are ready. They are doing the projects. They started doing the projects. They got training. And once they complete the training, they present their project to the senior management. Now, this person, like National Healthcare Service, I was referring to, he has completed the project and he presented his project to the senior management and to us to here represent. I'm also representing the company. So here, then he gets his certification.
Well, we have Alex with us, and he has done excellent Lean and Six Sigma projects in National Healthcare Service and in hospitals. So, Alex, would you like to tell us something about it?
Hello, I'm Alex Wells, Head of Service Improvements at the Royal Liverpool University Hospital. I've been really fortunate to present today on how us as a trust are using Lean and Six Sigma principles to deliver better care for our patients. I've presented today on a lot of the work that we've done around how we've improved patient outcomes, reducing mortality, improving length of stay, and also talked about how we can actually realise some financial benefits from that. Over the past 2 years, we've been really fortunate that we've done some good work, and it's actually delivered us £2 million worth of quality efficiencies through delivering better patient care.
Okay, so that was, then you get certified. Similarly, we have got multiple stories. Then some companies are like run to 5 years, 10 years. Like, let's look at this company. They have like totally transformed.
My name is Mohammed Al-Bayati. I'm the CEO of NAPL. Through Anexas, Mr. Amitabh has taught me and more than 1,000 employees of NAPL, Six Sigma and Lean processes. This affected our bottom lines by millions of riyals, and it is having a big impact in changing our company from a local company to a regional or multinational company. Thanks to Anexas and Mr. Amitabh. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so these are some of the things, transformations do happen. Now I've got many projects with me. I was telling, some more, I think, there are so many, by the way, one more, let me show you.
Erosion of the wrist.
And then we chose the most appropriate one.
To work on, headed straight here to Formula our operations team, and So I reached out to our operations team and we headed straight here to Formula Rossa, one of the signature rides here at Ferrari World at Abu Dhabi, and we decided to work on how we could increase the reliability of the time it takes to update our queue time boards, because as you know, every minute that guest waits in a queue line is super important.
We had the brainstorming session with the team and we went through a few topics and then we chose the most appropriate one for the course. The chosen topic was reduce facilities management service request closeout time.
So I was eager to use statistics and data analytics to solve a business challenge. One of the challenges we had is the erosion of the retail per capita spend in Ferrari World Abu Dhabi, and that was my topic.
Well, actually being an HR professional, recruitment lead time has been always a problem across the board. So taking that subject in specific will help me improve onto the recruitment cycle.
So what we had worked on was redesigning the product launch process, which we've now implemented.
We had a discussion within our team and the most critical area that we faced was our closing process. So we decided among ourselves that this is the one that we should go for.
Yeah, the course that we did was a week-long online facilitated course. It was fantastic. It showed us the whole methodology behind Lean Six Sigma, and it also provided a various amount of tools that we could be able to use to improve all of the existing processes that we have here in the park.
Well, it was 1 week training. It was very interesting and always energetic in terms of interaction in the class. Every single day has been different and the knowledge sharing has been remarkable.
This gave us a broader perspective to understand the issues, and it gave us opportunity to do some brainstorming, and we were able to come up with better solutions from a wholesome perspective.
It was a very stimulating experience where we met every day with the colleagues, all very engaged, eager to learn and keen on and willing to actually pause, step back from their day-to-day work to get some new perspectives. So it was really a refreshing exercise.
When an issue comes to us, we try to think about it from a Lean Six Sigma perspective. We try to define the issue, we make a project charter about it, we try to analyze it. So it has changed the perspective of how we look at issues.
Statistics allowed me to understand the root cause of the problem and come up with the very targeted improvement initiatives that we aim at implementing within the year. So every dirham per cap increase would represent 1 million revenue uplifts in a standard year, so the impact can be significant.
Well, this program is in benefit not just for me as a recruiter, but it helps the whole organization in terms of how we can identify issues, how we can look into problems.
So what's really exciting is that since we completed the course and we implemented all of the changes that we worked through, we have 100% seen a decrease in the time that it takes to upload the queue time boards, which is really cool. And one other really exciting thing is that one of the recommendations that the team and I put forward through in our project, for the project I should say, is that has now been funded through the business. So you'll have to watch this space for more. I can't tell you just yet.
I would say satisfaction, quality and experience, and I say that because my project was focused on how we can improve the product launch. So we wanted to get customers satisfied and improve the customer experience, and we wanted to improve the quality of the products that we were issuing to guests and the overall process that we had within the business to launch new products.
I would say that it has definitely brought consistency to the team, awesome efficiency for sure. And the only other word I can kind of think of is it's brought alignment, not only alignment within the department, but with all of our rides here, also alignment within the business and even with our competitors. So it's a win-win.
I think the biggest personal improvement is giving a framework for doing process improvements. I've always worked in customer experience, and so we're always looking for new ways to how we can improve the customer experience, but the training is now given a framework and a methodology to make sure that we can be consistent and using the best practices to do it.
I'd say that while a green belt certified professional learn how to identify variations in a process, the green belt expert would really act as a change agent within the company and lead very complex and large-scale projects. So I would love to.
We have.
Okay, so we'll also invite you to some other training programs. I keep conducting the training programs. PMP training, project management, free training is there, 2 hours. CPHQ training, if you are from hospital, CPHQ training is there, certified professional in healthcare quality. I forgot to mention that a lot of people were from hospital earlier, so you can attend my CPHQ trainings also. And there is a Power BI training and data science training. Data science is a self-learning program. All recorded versions are given to you. You can always watch them. And the others are live training programs. So please join all these training programs. Any questions you have, feel free to answer. Ask. Feel free. I'll be happy to answer. Yeah. Some of you are facing difficulties, I see here, on downloading the certificate. Don't worry, we'll send you personally. Okay. So you can write to some, I think 4 or 5 people have written here that you're not able to get the certificate. So just write to itsupport@anexas.net and they'll be happy to help you. Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your attendance here. It was a pleasure. When I see attendees, I always get excited. And so many of you are still around. If you have any questions, please. Okay, my team can play some videos of Lean and Six Sigma in different industries. Let me show you Lean and Six Sigma in different industries. I will try to give you some information about that, and which industry you would like to see. If you can let me know which industry you are interested in, so I can show you that. We have created is the product of our own thinking, and we cannot improve the world without improving our thinking. The long-term chronic problems of manufacturing companies like low productivity, lower machine efficiency, high rework, high inventories, high product wastage can't be solved using only experience, logic, and intuition. You might be a good operations person, a good engineer, or an excellent operator, but you need to have basic knowledge and understanding of some problem solving and process improvement tools too. Here is how Lean Six Sigma can improve your processes in manufacturing. Lean Six Sigma is defined as a business improvement method that aims to maximize the shareholders' value by improving the quality, speed, customer satisfaction, and reduce the costs. It merges tools and principles from both Lean and Six Sigma to do this. It has become the most popular business strategies for deploying continuous improvement in the manufacturing industries. With its help, you can make sure that only essential steps remain in a process. The moment I say Lean Six Sigma techniques, high quality, low cost, increased profits, and customer satisfaction should automatically come to your mind. It is very rightly said that machines are mere pieces of metal if they cannot be made efficient. Lean Six Sigma helps you to do this. What is the core of Lean Six Sigma? It's DMAC. Yes, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. It helps you to reduce the existing problems with unknown causes. Here we train the staff of the manufacturing units as the green belts and black belts, and they convert all the problems into improvement projects. So now the difficulties become opportunities. Then they complete these projects and get certified. It's a win-win for both the organization and the employees.
Now, how does Lean Six Sigma decrease the cost? Shijo Shingo said that the most hazardous waste is the waste that we do not recognize. Firstly, Lean Six Sigma focuses on removing the 7 wastes like overproduction, transportation, inventory, etc. from a process. In manufacturing sector, this step can lower the cost of a process by leaps and bounds. Secondly, Lean Six Sigma focuses on solving the problems caused by a process. Here we focus on the processes, not on people, because we believe that 85% of the problems are due to the processes and not due to the people. Defects in your product can cost your organization a fortune. So the focus is on reducing the defects by focusing on the processes. Let me talk about some Lean Six Sigma tools that can be used in manufacturing. Value stream mapping, Kanban, 5S, cause and effect analysis, control charts, DMAC, 5 Whys, Kaizen, hypothesis tests, etc., etc., etc. Let us talk about a few. 5S. A well-organized workplace becomes important if you want to eliminate waste and reduce the errors. 5S is the way to do that. Control charts. By understanding the control charts, you can understand the difference between the common causes and special causes. For special causes, you take immediate action, and for common causes, you take long-term actions. Kanban. It is a visualizing tool on maximizing the flow of goods and work without unnecessary inventory or transportation. Then we have 5 Whys. Ask why 5 times and you will get to the root cause of the problem. Hypothesis tests. They establish the relationship between the outputs and inputs, and you can get the root cause with a 95% confidence. Value stream mapping. It is used for defining and assessing the movement of the raw materials from the beginning of the process to delivery to the customer. It is a way in which the current state of a process is documented and the future state is visualized. If you want in-depth knowledge about all the tools and techniques, you can always join my Lean Six Sigma Green Belt and Black Belt training programs. So that was about Lean Six Sigma in manufacturing. I hope you have got a clear picture about why Lean Six Sigma is so important in the manufacturing industry. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you don't want to miss out on our important updates on the tools and techniques of Lean and Six Sigma and even project management. Happy learning!
Hi, I am Anexas Master Black Belt Amitabh Saxena, and let me talk about importance of Lean and Six Sigma in healthcare. Lean Six Sigma concepts are used in industries all over the world to improve a process, eliminate waste, and reduce defects. In the healthcare industry, defects not only affect revenue and customer satisfaction, but they signify the difference between life and death. Lean Six Sigma is critically important in healthcare because it helps in reducing defects that can result in medical errors. There are so many challenges in the healthcare industry, like an aging population, shortage of workers, increasing litigation, and many more that require long-term improvement. Because healthcare industry deals with saving lives, errors cannot be accepted at any cost. So, how does Lean Six Sigma really help? With the help of Lean Six Sigma, you can shorten the waiting times in hospitals. The lesser the people wait, the efficient the hospitals will become. Reduce medication errors and even try to completely eliminate them. Improve turnaround time for lab results. Provide better care at lower costs, ensure that the medical staff makes fewer errors, reduce mortality rates, improve patient care, improve quality, and improve overall patient experience. How can you do that? By training the staff as green belts and black belts and allowing them to do improvement projects. Lean Six Sigma training and certification in healthcare provides the tools needed to address the challenges at various levels. It is a time for the healthcare industry to utilize Lean Six Sigma methods to its fullest and drastically change the healthcare industry for the better. Don't you want to be a part of the industry where patients are happier, physicians want to work for you, the cost is as low as possible, and at the same time efficiency is high? If your answer is yes, then Lean Six Sigma is your choice. We have implemented Lean Six Sigma in more than 25 hospitals worldwide, including ministries of health of 4 countries, and we can help you too.
How can Lean and Six Sigma be used in IT? I have implemented Lean and Six Sigma in many IT organizations, and each of them have given different benefits. But 3 benefits have been common to all organizations, and they are improvement in customer satisfaction, reduction of costs, and reduction of cycle times and project delivery times. When applied to IT operations, Lean Six Sigma aims to measure and improve both internal processes such as network speed and reliability, and external processes like server response time, etc. Other projects which I have executed in IT industries are reduction of defect density and reduction of issues, on-time project delivery, reduction of rework, improvement of IT help desk services by reducing both time and errors. Lean Six Sigma also helps you to quantify the benefits of IT projects which are implemented within the organization. The Lean Six Sigma tools also help you to improve IT support services. How do we do that? By training the staff of IT companies to use Lean Six Sigma tools and techniques and apply DMAC methodology, that is define, measure, analyze, improve and control. They convert the improvement opportunities in the company to Lean Six Sigma projects and complete them to achieve their certifications as green belts and black belts. So they identify the opportunities, they convert them into the projects, and these employees, after applying Lean Six Sigma tools and techniques, improve the process and get certified. So it's a win-win situation. Lean Six Sigma helps to integrate the process excellence in an IT organization's culture to achieve CMM level 5 too. Now you may ask, strategically, what is the impact on IT organizations after implementing Lean and Six Sigma? My answer would be, Lean Six Sigma improves the efficiency of your business and processes, improves the quality of the services you provide, increases the return on investment, improves workforce productivity, and reduces the project completion times. Overall, it helps the organization to deliver faster and more accurate results. To give you examples, some of the tools which have yielded excellent results are use of FMEA. It has resulted in identifying the mistakes and also preventing those mistakes from occurring. Use of control charts have helped many organizations to find the special causes and appropriately take action on it. And then identifying the difference between the common causes and special causes, these organizations have been able to take long-term improvement projects. Kano model has been used to classify the customer requirements into must-haves, good-to-have, and nice-to-have, and that has also helped the voice of customer conversion to CTQ, the critical to quality characteristics, the important characteristic, what the customer is looking for. 5 whys, it has helped many organizations to get to the root causes of many issues. So what are you waiting for? Get your Lean Six Sigma certification from Anexas right now. As they say, better late than never. Let me talk about how Lean Six Sigma can help in facilities management. What is the facilities management? It comprises of a range of disciplines and services to ensure the functionality, comfort, safety, and efficiency of a built environment like real estate, infrastructure, buildings, and even grounds. Now, Lean Six Sigma can help you by identifying improvement areas in almost all the aspects of facilities management, like real estate and property management. You can help improve operations and maintenance, even materials management, and also you can improve your communications management as well. Now, how is it done? This is done by the employees of the organizations. They are trained as green belts and black belts, and then they are given improvement projects. When these projects are being executed, you identify the major wastes, you mitigate the potential delays, you identify the defects and reworks, and reduce the reworks, control and improve the quality of work, and this is done in almost all areas. Even emergency management and business continuity, environmental stewardship and sustainability, you can improve that as well, and also drastically improve your project management, because a lot of delays in the project implementation can be reduced using Lean and Six Sigma projects. So in various ways, Lean and Six Sigma can help you in facilities management.
Happy learning! Thanks for taking out time to watch this video. To learn more, check out our other videos. Link is given in the description below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and have a great day. For more information you can write to us on co@anexas.net.